Okay, so here's a quick video showing how to integrate the Helix as a MIDI controller for Prime. First thing is just to make sure you're connected with a USB cable, and then you're going to come into Prime and select MIDI. I have my set list from this past Sunday pulled up, and you're just going to first off select, say, okay, I want song number 1 to be assigned first. You're going to come to your Helix, go into Menus, and then select Command Center. And say I want song 1 assigned to this foot switch, or you could say I want it assigned to, we'll just go with foot switch 2. Command should be set to note on, and then MIDI channel 1. Prime is controlled with MIDI notes rather than MIDI commands, so if you try like a CC toggle or a MIDI CC, it's not going to work. It has to be notes, channel 1. And then I'm just going to say, all right, I want my songs to be set from, we'll go with C5 and on. So now what I'm going to do is make sure, just double check that what I want to be assigned is selected. I'm going to press the switch that I was editing. I'm going to say, so if it's already mapped to something, this option will pop up. I'll say unmap, and now you can see it's been changed to MIDI channel 1, note C5. And then once you have that selected, or say you've got all 4 of your songs pulled in, or you can do them one at a time, you can go up here to say Customize. And my first song is Rejoice by the Modern Post. And it's got plenty of space on here for you to be able to fit in song titles. I've worked with some other MIDI controllers before that had a screen, but you know, you could only fit like 8 or 9 characters on. It just made it a lot harder. And then I'm gonna say, okay, I want the first song to be green. Okay, and now Rejoice has been labeled. You'll notice that the LED switch is off at the moment, and a trick for that, if you actually go up here and say latching for the note, hit that, it turns on, change it back to momentary, and now as you hit it, it won't turn off. And then just to test it, I'm gonna go over here, turn off MIDI, hit our switch, and it's working great.
Verse 3, 4.
I'm gonna go back into MIDI for a second. And now the nice thing with Prime, one of the things I really love, is that anything that has a white box on here, you can assign to a MIDI note. So you could set it up, say you want verse, chorus, interlude. You could assign individual instrument channels, the mutes and the solos. You can assign songs. What I'm primarily doing is down here, I set up MIDI notes for play, stop, previous track, next track, and fade. And at the moment, I am running these off of my loop to miss pedal, and the reason for that being there is one minor glitch that I've reported to Line 6, and they're planning on addressing in the next update. If I go into my snapshots here, so I've got Rejoice selected, you see it's note C5, and if I switch between snapshots, it jumps back to C1. So it essentially, and then if I went back to the snapshot I was on, and it's still on C1. So if you're using snapshots, it does not work at the moment because it will forget your commands, and then you're stuck needing to punch it in on your phone or your tablet or computer, whatever you're using it on. So that is a bummer for the time being. However, that will be addressed soon. And if you're okay with just running it in pedal board mode, rather than needing to worry about, so I'm going to go back up to C5 here. I don't have any pedals assigned. I'll just go and assign a couple. Got my reverb and a delay. And so the nice thing about this is if you want to do it this way, you can, I've got it also set up in 10 stomp mode. So I've got 2 extra switches over here. And so you can have just your pedals down here and your MIDI assignments for loop to miss up here, or vice versa, whichever's easier. You could have, you know, just these 4 be all of your loop or your Prime commands, and then these 6 be your pedals. So once they get the commands, or once they get that error with the snapshots fixed, it'll be a lot easier to integrate. Especially if you're like me, I play electric while leading worship, so the fewer tap dancing things I can do, the better. That's why I'm still using the loop to miss at the moment, so I don't need to worry about stuff accidentally getting erased. But really, it's very simple to do. It's just all within the command center, which is already pulled up. And that's about it. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, but hopefully this covers everything for you.